Hey there, welcome back to the channel. This is another all about video, and this video is going to be all about Charlotte Fire Department Station 22. So without any further ado, Station 22.
Battalion 2, Engines 11, 27, 7, and 22. Investigator 1, Ladder 27, and Safety 1, House Fire. CO1 Maple Street, Army, Echo, Battalion 2, Engines 11, 27.
The Charlotte Fire Department built Fire Station 22 in 1978. Station 22 was one of 3 stations the department had to build following the significant annexation of land in 1978 by the city of Charlotte. The map shows the approximate city boundaries of the city of Charlotte prior to that annexation and the location of 20 Charlotte fire stations. The annexation areas of 1978 are highlighted in red, and the need for new stations is apparent when shown on the map. Charlotte's Fire Station 22 was built on Sugar Creek Road in the northeastern part of the city to cover that expanding area. The other 2 stations were Station 21 on Little Rock Road and Station 23 on W.T. Harris Boulevard. As for the station itself, Station 22 was a standard 2-bay fire station with drive-through bays, similar in basic design to Stations 21 and 23. The first truck assigned to Station 22 was a 1978 Seagrave pumper, probably with a 1,000 GPM pump and a 500-gallon tank, although I cannot confirm that, and it was built on a Ford C chassis. Charlotte purchased several of those pumpers that year, and all of the new stations were equipped with the Ford chassis Seagrave pumpers. This was also obviously during the 1970s when Charlotte was experimenting with truck colors, and the Ford C chassis were all lime green in color, in a move consistent with a lot of other major departments at that time, attempting to make their apparatus more visible through paint color. The Seagrave pumper with the Ford chassis remained in service for almost 15 years until it was replaced with a 1993 Spartan quality pumper equipped with a 1,500 GPM pump, 500-gallon tank, and a 30-gallon foam tank. And just in case you were concerned, the Spartan qualities were back to Charlotte's more classic white over red paint schemes. Since then, Engine 22 has operated a 2005 Spartan Gladiator Smeal pumper with a 2,000 GPM pump, 500-gallon water tank, and 30-gallon foam tank. And then more recently operated a 2013 Spartan MetroStar chassis Smeal pumper with the same pump and tank specifications. And finally, just a few months ago, put their newest truck into service, a 2023 Spartan MetroStar chassis Smeal pump with the standard 2,000 GPM pump, 500-gallon water tank, and 30-gallon foam tank. Since March of 2017, Station 22 has also been quarters for Tanker 22. Tanker 22 had been Tanker 28 assigned at Station 28. However, when the Charlotte Fire Department added a ladder company to 28, that tanker was reassigned to Station 22. Tanker 22 is a 2006 Spartan Smeal with a 1,500 GPM pump, a 1,000-gallon water tank, and a 300-gallon foam tank. That truck is typically cross-manned by the engine company crew assigned to the station. In the fun fact, or interesting trivia section of this video, the apparatus I've gone through assigned to Station 22 were all Engine 22. However, that was not the first Engine 22 for the Charlotte Fire Department. In 1957, the department opened Station 10 on Remount Road out by the airport. At that time, they closed a station at Morris Field, which later became the Charlotte Douglas Airport. That station had a truck assigned to it that was relocated to Station 10, and that became, at least briefly, Engine 13. Charlotte redesignated all their engines that were the second engine out of a station with a number in the 20s. And so, the second engine operating out of Station 10, which had been Engine 13, was redesignated as Engine 22. It appears that Engine 22 was at least briefly the old Ford engine from Morris Field. However, that probably returned to Morris Field when Station 17 opened up later. And then for some time, it appears that Engine 22 operated a 1951 Seagrave bullet nose pumper. Engine 22 continued to operate out of Station 10 until the early 1970s. Around that time, the engine was reassigned back to a new station at the airport, Station 17. It appears that the crews were split up, and some of Engine 22's crew went back to serve on a crash rescue rig at Station 17, and others went to Station 12 and later became the first members of a new company, Ladder 12. All of that sounds like good material for another All About video later on. Unfortunately, I don't have any photos of the old apparatus. However, if you go to Station 22's Facebook page, they do have some great pictures of their original apparatus and the old Seagrave Engine 22 that operated out of Station 10. Today, Station 22 continues to operate. The station pride, or logo, features an alligator and the Straight Out of the Creek logo. Station 22 recently updated the logo, and the one shown was the older logo that appeared on their last engine. Today, Engine 22 is Charlotte's busiest engine company. In 2021 and 2022, they responded to more than 5,500 calls for service. There is some relief on the way for Station 22. The Charlotte Fire Department is currently building Station 45, and that station's response area will include the southern portion of 22's current area, including the Hidden Valley community.
So that wraps up this quick video all about the crews at Charlotte Fire Department Station 22. Hope you found it interesting and informative. If I made any mistakes or left out anything that should be added, please feel free to comment. Otherwise, I'll just ask you to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next All About video.